Great. So we are finally live on Facebook. So thank you very much, everybody, for joining us and for having a bit of patience while we sorted out some technical issues. We couldn't get Zoom to connect with Facebook, but we're finally there. So I'm delighted to introduce Tom McKenna for today's relaxation event. So what I thought we would do maybe is start off just giving a brief introduction to relaxation and why it's important, what should a person expect from doing a relaxation. So maybe I'll hand it over to you, Tom, to explain a little bit further.
Yeah, great. That's terrific. Hello, Jamie, and hello, everybody online. The relaxation process is, it has value depending, I guess, on your understanding and your participation. Your participation, I think, depends on your understanding. So we wanted to start with that. Obviously, everybody in the country and all over the rest of the world have experienced the process of isolation and lockdown. And much to your amazement and possibly horror, you found that having nothing to do didn't mean that you were relaxed. So what we're going to try and do at this stage is to explain a little bit about the process of relaxation so that when we get into it, you will be able to participate more fully and get more out of it. So that's really the first part. So relaxation is an active state. Okay, if you're sound asleep or you're in a coma, it's an inactive state largely. If you're sleeping, okay, there are things happening for sure, but you don't know much about them. Whereas in relaxation, the more you participate, the more you can achieve. So in other words, we're going to do a relaxation session where we have a purpose in mind. We have an outcome, believe it or not. I know you're dying to just lie down on the floor or sit in your chair and blank your mind or go into another place or whatever. But I'd like to use the time that we have together to achieve an outcome. The outcome can vary depending on where the person is at and what they need. But I'm going to try and cover as many outcomes as I can during the relaxation session itself. All right. Now, to understand the mechanism of relaxation, you kind of nearly have to understand just a little bit about the mind and the structure of the mind. Okay, first of all, you have your conscious mind, which is what you're listening to me with now, and I'm speaking to you with as well. And then you have the unconscious, or I suppose superconscious, because they're kind of linked in. And most of the time, you will find that you don't have much access to your unconscious, which is a pity, because that part of your mind has a tremendous capacity to produce results for you, physically, mentally, and okay, to use a term that you may or may not like, spiritually, because you're looking at the whole structure of a person. You're looking at how a person is actually made up. And I kind of like to add in that little bit, because the last little bit has to do with the energy that runs your body and your mind, without you having to pay much attention to it, which is why a lot of the time people are not that familiar with it. But it has a tremendous capacity to kind of look after you and to get results for you, not just physical or mental results, but results out in your life. So as we go on, as far as I'm aware anyway, Jamie was saying that we will be doing relaxation sessions for a couple of weeks on this day at this time. So I'm only just going to start with the introduction part, so that when we go into the relaxation itself, which will last about 15 or 20 minutes, you will be able to participate more, and you'll understand why I am describing the relaxation as I am. So, you know, obviously in a situation that we're in at the present moment, where people are in lockdown and they can't really get on with their lives as they would normally, you may find that you're stressed a little bit. And if you've got children, you're trying to look after them. If you've got a business, you're trying to kind of figure out how to keep that underway, and so on. So they are all stresses. So we're going to pay some attention in the relaxation as to how to deal with that, not just cope with it, because that's part and parcel of it, but to deal with it means that your mindset changes from that moment on. So it's not just a quick hit for 15 minutes, you feel grand or great or, you know, whatever, and then you're back to normal again 5 minutes later. What the relaxation done properly can do is alter the way you operate your mind. Now, I appreciate that you're saying to yourself, well, that's going to be interesting in 15 minutes, but you can achieve a huge amount in 15 minutes of proper relaxation. So really, the most important part to realize is that during the relaxation, you drop into a more unconscious state, which means that you have access to a part of your mind. In fact, it's considered to be the larger part of your mind. Freud's famous example was that it was 6/7 of your mind, and we operated from 1/7 of our mind. So any access to that part allows you to tap into a resource that you possibly weren't able to tap into up till now. And the consequences of that then is that you can influence, for instance, your immune system response. You can influence physically your digestive processes, your heart rate. You can influence your circulation. You can influence the operation of the other organs within the body. You can also then influence the type of mindset that you hold on to. You can also influence the amount of energy available to the physical structure and to the mental structure as well. All of which, of course, means that you feel either quite well, really well, or amazingly well, depending on the level of participation. Now, if you've never done relaxation before, don't worry about it. It's a process that you will get better at. And what I'd like you to do is, between the times that we do the relaxation together and we meet again then next week, if you would set aside 15 minutes and kind of run through the relaxation more or less in the format that I'm going to give you. You won't remember it all, but you'll remember enough of it. If you do that, then the next time I see you, your participation capacity will be far higher. So you'll get much more out of it. Now, we are going to use this time to achieve a result. So you might think, oh my God, I'm already stressed out trying to keep everything going here. Now you want me to kind of achieve a result in my relaxation. It's an automatic process, and you will find that if you like, the instructions or the suggestions that I'm giving you will happen automatically, so you don't have to sweat it or worry about it. All I'm asking you to do really is to just listen to what I'm actually saying. Okay, Jamie, well, if you like, we could kind of start into it now, or if you have any further questions, or is that okay with you?
No, that's a great introduction to it. And I think if we just continue with the relaxation, and like you say, over the next coming number of relaxations, we can get further into it, maybe explain it a little bit more in depth. And I think what's going to be great about this is, because it's recorded on Facebook, we'll edit it and we'll give the relaxation. We'll have a separate clip where people can just follow the relaxation.
That's a good idea. Absolutely. I was wondering where you're going to be able to do it. I'm of the age where I'm not sure what you can really do with this mechanism. So there you are. There's Jamie explaining everything to you. Great. Okay. Well, what we'll do in the relaxation is that, first of all, you got to take up a comfortable position. You can lie down on the floor, you can lie down in your bed, you can sit in a chair. Just make sure that you're comfortable. That's the main thing. If you can manage, and it's not always that easy, to find a room in the house that you're not going to be interrupted, either by the dog or the kids or whatever. So I would advise that to begin with, because it's nice to be able to get right through the session without interruption. Okay, so I'm assuming that you've kind of organized yourself now at this stage and you're kind of ready to rock and roll. So we will proceed. Okay, so if you're lying down or sitting down, position wise physically is important. So if you're sitting down, your feet are flat on the ground and your hands are on your lap with the palms of your hands facing upwards. Don't cross your legs and don't hold your hands together, just separate them, okay, and close your eyes. If you're lying on the ground, let your feet fall off to each side. Your hands are down by your side with the palms of your hands facing upwards, okay, and close your eyes. Very good. Now bring your attention down to your feet first of all, and you let go of any tightness or tension in your feet. That's excellent. Bring your attention now to your calves, letting go of any tightness or tension that you feel there. That's really good. And bring your attention up to your thighs. Any tightness or tension that you feel there, just let it go now completely. That's excellent. Bring your attention now to your hips, letting go of any tightness or tension in the hips. Just let it go completely. Letting it go now. That's excellent. Now bring your attention to the base of your spine, letting go of any tightness or tension there, and moving up along the spine now, vertebrae by vertebrae, letting go of any tension that you feel there, so that you'll find that you can feel your back sinking into the ground, like it's straightening out and it's sinking into the ground. That's it, letting go of any tightness or tension, each vertebrae one after the other, until you reach your neck. Letting go of any tightness or tension in your neck now. Any tightness or tension in the back of your head and across the top of your head. Now let go of any tightness or tension there and into your forehead. Bring your attention to your forehead now. Any tightness or tension in the forehead, just let it go. Imagine in your mind's eye that it's just becoming very smooth. It's just smoothing out. That's really good. Bring your attention now down to your eyes. Letting go of any tightness or tension in the eyes. You're not holding your eyes closed tightly. You're just letting them close very gently. Any tightness or tension in your mouth, now let it go completely. Don't hold your mouth closed. It'll just open slightly. That's it. So you're relaxing the jawline and relaxing the neck again. Any tightness or tension now across the shoulders, let it go now completely. Any tightness or tension now down along your arms into your hands, just let it go now completely. Bring your attention now down to your chest. Let go of any tightness or tension in your chest. That's excellent. Bring your attention now down to your stomach. Any tightness or tension that you feel in the stomach now, just letting it go now completely. That's very good. Excellent. Now you'll find sometimes at the very beginning, even if you've never done relaxation before, that as you become more and more relaxed, you'll feel a kind of a tingling sensation in your hands. Sometimes you feel that tingling sensation in your feet, or you may just feel like a heat running through the body. What's happening at that stage is that as you're becoming more and more relaxed, it frees out the life force and energy that, if you like, runs the body and the mind, that gives the body and mind life. So as you're becoming physically and mentally more and more relaxed, that becomes more and more activated. It's freed out. Normally, when you're worried or you're tense or you're just thinking constantly, that stress tends to suppress the movement of your own life force inside. And so it doesn't allow it access to the body in the way that it should. And that, the relaxation then allows that to become stronger and stronger and stronger now. Now that's the perfect level for you to benefit. Your first level of benefit now is that you're freeing out your own life force to pass through the body physically, which means that as it moves through the body and even through your brain, it activates the mechanisms within the body and within the brain and within the mind. What that means basically is that it allows you to, for instance, digest your food really, really well. So you're going to be able to now, as you relax and as you digest your food, now that mechanism increases in its ability to draw all the nutrients from your food. So as it's drawing more and more nutrients from your food, it's moving it into the circulation now. And it's carrying it through the body to all of the vital organs within the body, and carrying all those nutrients throughout the system so that your body becomes stronger and stronger and stronger. And as this is happening, this increases the power and the strength of your immune system. It increases its power and its strength throughout the body, allowing it to clear anything that is in the system that needs to be dealt with now. So it's increasing the power and strength of the immune system so that it can do its job perfectly. That's excellent. Allowing you to move even into a deeper level. You don't have to do anything now about this because it's just going to happen automatically as I'm talking to you. Your unconscious is going to pick up the instructions and it's going to carry it out on your behalf. You don't have to concern yourself about it. You're just drifting into an even deeper level of relaxation, feeling incredibly well, incredibly strong. That's excellent now. Now you'll find that the relaxation, as you're moving even deeper into relaxation, that the energy and the life force within the body is freed out even more. And it surges through the body now. And as it moves through the body, you will feel this sense of well-being because it moves into the brain, moves into the head. And as it does, it increases the natural activity of the brain because to a large extent, the brain is an electrical mechanism. So it increases the ability of your mind and your brain to be active in the correct manner. So allowing it to function at a very, very healthy and in a perfect way for you. So you're dropping even further and further into relaxation now. What you'll find at this stage is that as you become even more relaxed, you will feel that energy now moving through the body, and it just cascades down through the body, through every single cell, from the top of your head, sweeping through the body and out through the soles of your feet. And it moves through every single cell, through millions and millions of cells. And as it hits these cells, they just light up with that energy. It's like they're given this massive boost of energy, and it realigns those cells, brings them back to perfect health. All those cells picking up that energy now, returning to perfect health as it cascades down like a band of light, passing from the top of your head, right down through your body and out to the soles of your feet, sweeping down through the arms and out through the palms of your hands as you move to an even deeper level of relaxation. That's excellent. Now you will find that as a result of the relaxation, that you feel from now on, physically and mentally, much more aligned, much healthier, that your mind is functioning in a very clear manner. And you will find that you feel mentally and physically very positive. As this energy is released through the body and through the mind, your sense of well-being increases. And every single time you practice this sense of well-being will increase, so that you will feel that you are physically and mentally aligned, and that no matter what the circumstances are that you are faced with, you will feel more than capable of dealing with that. As we move through the relaxation in the coming sessions, you will find that you are going even deeper into the relaxation, and we can at that stage decide on a project that you would wish to do. And during the relaxation then, we can deal with that particular project, be it your ability to cope with your present circumstances, be it to do with your business, be it to do with your relationship, be it to do with any concerns that you have. We can address all of those concerns as we go through the relaxation in the future. So you're drifting now further and further into relaxation. Now, don't worry if this energy seems to be very strong, because sometimes, even if you've never done the relaxation before, it will seem to be very, very strong. And it's like a current of electricity passing through the body. That's perfectly normal. In fact, that's what you're normally supposed to feel like. You're supposed to feel the power of your own life inside. You're supposed to feel it very powerfully every day. It's just that normally person is so concerned about things and worried about things that suppresses that feeling. So now you're drifting to an even deeper level of relaxation, freeing out more and more of that energy and that life force. So as that happens, you may feel it very strongly. Just go with it. It's perfectly fine. It's your natural state. And the more that energy passes through the physical structure and the mental structure, the more balanced both become. It dissolves all stress, dissolving it completely now, allowing you to feel incredibly well. Excellent. You're drifting even further now into relaxation. And you can actually feel it's almost like the energy is building up to such an extent that the physical structure is it feels like it's floating. Instead of being on the ground or on the chair, it feels like it's actually floating. It's being supported by this energy. In your mind's eye, you probably at this stage can see that light like an energy, but it's like a light in your mind's eye. And that's the energy that takes care of everything on your behalf. And now you are free to call on that energy and ask it to look after you at any time that you wish, and ask it to look after anybody that you want to, that you're concerned about. Ask it to take care of your children and your family and everyone belonging to you. And to be honest with you, each time you do the relaxation, you can also ask it to take care of everybody in the world that are going through this process at the moment. And it has this incredible capacity to reach out to everybody and look after everybody. So you're drifting now further and further into relaxation. That's excellent. That energy now passing through your body very, very smoothly and easily. cascading through every single cell. And it's like the millions of cells are like millions of lights within the body, lighting up as the energy passes through them, bringing your physical structure and your mental structure to an even greater level of health. That's really, really good. Drifting now further and further into relaxation. Excellent. Just letting you move further and further into relaxation. Now I want you to practice the relaxation every day yourself, so that when we meet again and when we talk again, you will move into an even deeper level of the relaxation straight away. And at that stage then, what we will do is we will give it instructions for specific areas of your life that you're concerned about, and we will get you to work on them. Okay, so you're just moving into that deeper level of relaxation now, and we're going to stay in this relaxation now for another just a small little while, allowing you to enjoy that level of relaxation, just enjoying it, enjoying the participation of experiencing the movement of your own life force inside and how much it's taking care of everything on your behalf. Just experiencing that moving through physically and mentally. That's marvelous. That's really, really good. Now we're just moving back up to the surface now, gently and easily. And as I count from 3 back to 1, you will find yourself just coming right back up to the surface with the eyes just opening, and you feel incredibly well. 3. Feeling incredibly well now, just drifting gently and easily back up to the surface. 2. Gently and easily now. That's marvelous. Up to the surface. And as we reach 1 now, the eyes just opening, feeling incredibly well. That's terrific. So there you are, guys. Very good.
Brilliant. Thank you so much, Tom. That's excellent.
More than welcome. Yeah.
Feeling a lot more refreshed. And I think, you know, what we were talking about before we maybe came online, it's really all about developing and increasing that life energy. And it's really what we're about at Educogym. And we do it obviously in a number of different ways, but really making sure that you involve the mind and that you're fully focused on what you're doing is such a great way to free up a lot of mental energy. And naturally, we also look at nutrition to free up your life energy, and then doing the right type of exercise is also a great addition. So I really, really appreciate you taking the time to do that relaxation with us. And I hope lots of people got great benefit from it. We can see that there are lots of great comments from people watching online. So thank you very much for joining us. So perfection, Tom, exactly what is needed. You can see, very enjoyable. Thank you, Tom. Tom, that was amazing. Thank you. Feeling great.
Okay. Yeah, that's terrific. Yeah.
So I don't know if there's anything else that you want to sum up with, Tom.
I'll just sum up with the fact that each time we do the relaxation, then it can become very specific. So you can have a specific outcome, so that you begin to understand that it's an active form of relaxation where you get the relaxation, but you also achieve an outcome. So each time I would be looking to achieve an outcome. And what people can do is they can put suggestions in, and we can put that as part of the program. So in other words, if they say, look, okay, my kids or my particular aspect of my health or whatever it would be, we can include that so that it's very specific. and it's useful to the person. I'd like it to be useful to each person that's actually listening in, so that if they're struggling with a particular area, we can use the relaxation to target that.
Yeah, no, thank you so much. Really, really appreciate it. So for anybody watching, we're going to do this. We're going to try and keep the same time each week, 12 o'clock on Thursday. I can see from some of the comments that people would like it every day, but for the moment, we'll keep it as a weekly event. And for more events, please visit our page. We're covering the different areas that are very relevant to Educogym, whether it's nutrition, relaxation, the mind, and also we're doing free exercise classes on Mondays. Next week with the bank holiday, we'll have a live session, 7 o'clock on Tuesday. We'll follow that up with a nutrition presentation Wednesday at 12, and then we'll have Tom doing his fabulous relaxation again Thursday at 12 o'clock. So I hope you all enjoyed that. Thank you very much for joining us. Tom, thank you so much.
You're welcome, Jamie. No problem. Yeah, okay.
Great.
Bye-bye.
Bye.